welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, hey girl. Today we are gonna do a little wind down cook with me. I have been really craving some like really good West Indian food, and to be honest with you guys, I'm kind of out in the suburbs, in the boonies, and we don't have a good West Indian restaurant here that will deliver to me. So I have been craving curry goat. I cannot find it anywhere. So I've decided to make a little lamb curry, potatoes and rice and whatever. So I figured we'd do it together. You know, before there was Uber Eats, there were two hands. So let's get cooking in this kitchen. If you're joining me, grab some wine, let's relax, let's talk about reinventing ourselves. If you haven't done so already, consider hitting that like and subscribe button down below, and let's get started. Okay guys, so I'll admit I haven't really been cooking the way I usually do. Like, your girl used to be in the kitchen cooking, okay? But, you know, life happens. I've gotten pretty busy. So, which is a good thing, God bless, but, you know, I have to get back into cooking more often. Usually I'll order, but the food that I'm ordering is kind of lacking. It's nothing like home cooked food, honestly. So I've been slowly getting back in the kitchen, even if it's like twice a week, doing what I could do and calling it a day. So I got these 4 packs of lamb. I'm about to cut up, because it's actually lamb chops, but I'm gonna cut it up like it's goat and pretend, and go from there. So let's get to cleaning this meat and get it all situated, and then let's talk. Okay guys, for seasoning and curry, whatever curry you use is fine, but I usually use Madras curry, but of course I can't find it, and it's so good. But I'm gonna use my which is more like a Trinidadian curry. But for right now, I'm just going to be using my Jamaican curry, which is good. But, you know, it's to each his own. What kind of curry you like depends on you. As for seasoning, I'm just going to show you quickly what my seasonings are. To each his own. Just watch your coloring, guys. Sometimes when I make curry, it tends to come out orange because of the seasoning that I'm using. So I'll like use Larry's, which has like a reddish tint, and change the color of my whole curry. I don't care what it looks like, just as long as it tastes good. So, like I said, to each his own, and let's go. Let me show you what I use. Okay, so as for seasoning, guys, I love to use the Jamaica's Choice meat and poultry seasoning. I have crushed red pepper for some spice. I'm going to be using white pepper because I like to watch the color of my my food, just to make sure it's not off color. Some Larry's seasoning salt, some Mrs. Dash, definitely some onion powder. I put this in everything. I love onion powder, y'all. And this is the curry I'm using today, and a bay leaf, and of course some thyme. Okay guys, so let's talk a little bit about reinvention while I am seasoning my food. I've been on this whole kick about reinventing myself because I would say the last year I've had a lot of stuff happen. Like a lot of like nonsense. Okay, and it always had to do with, you know, how I was either perceived or how others took me to be, and I've lost a lot of like people I thought that I could trust in the past year. I'm telling you guys, in the past year they've been dropping like flies, and which is not necessarily a bad thing. Like, anybody who I've let into my life, I'm big on that. If anybody comes into your life and they're not supposed to be there, God's gonna have a way of letting them out, you know? It's just basically thinking about the role I had to do with it. And I realized, although those people had to leave my life for a reason, I was ultimately at fault. Like, how did they get so much access to me? How did they, you know, what was going on with me that ultimately justified these people? They can come in and out of my life, and these people have left my life for various reasons, you know, and it's fine. Like I said, it's not about leaving. It's about reinventing myself so that this doesn't happen to me again, and protecting my energy and my space. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about. I feel like we're always talking about business. We're always talking about, you know, bettering ourselves. We're always talking about finances. There's another side of, with perceived success, you're gonna get a lot of people who are around for different reasons. What they can get out of you, you know, whether it's knowledge, whether it's financial, whether it's opportunity, you generally realize that people aren't around you for the best of reasons. And that's what I encountered as soon as like my business started picking up, and people realized, she has businesses and she's she's doing okay for herself. The friendships that came to me weren't genuine. And I just want to talk to you guys about that, because a lot of it has to do, first of all, why do these people feel like they have access to you? And second of all, what can you change in the future so it doesn't happen again? So let's get to talking. The first thing I would definitely say with reinventing yourself for 2022, because it's not too late, okay? It's March. We still have plenty of times to reinvent ourselves. So what can we do differently? I would definitely first say is out with the old and in with the new, okay? And when I'm saying out with the old, I'm not only talking about people, although a big majority has to do with people. Those people who don't bring anything to the table, the people who always want to take from you, the people who never have anything positive to say about what you're doing, the people who, are around you for what they can get. And you can tell when somebody's around you for what they can get. They always want to pick your brain. They always want to be around for like the trips, right? They see the money, they see the success, they see that made it, or they see that you're working hard. They want a piece of that, okay? But nobody really wants to put in the work. I'm sorry to say, they don't. So they want to be around the success, but they don't really want to put in the work to be successful themselves. So out with the old, okay? Stop the next time when something good is happening and honestly look around. Look around you to see who's there. Look around for the people who've never came to you and asked you for anything and are there because they're genuine. And look around for the people who've been in your life for maybe a few months and they've constantly need something, whether it's something small, maybe it's not even money, maybe it's knowledge, maybe it's your time, maybe it's, something. Okay, look around at those people and maybe it's time to make a change. I'm also talking about that job that you can't stand. Right? I mean, we're in jobs, or people are in jobs and stuff like that, who are just unhappy. And it's so funny that all of this is happening right now with everybody leaving their jobs. And it's like, I see where you're coming from. I get it. I get the fact that you're unhappy with your job, you're putting all this time into working, and some of us are still working, and some of us, decided to not work anymore, and I commend it, but I'm just saying have a plan. I don't understand really not working, how you're gonna pay your bills. Like, I'm thinking your car note, your credit, your house, like how I don't understand. But I do understand the not wanting to work part, and stop feeding stuff that doesn't, feed your soul and feed, your intellect, feed your legacy. So I definitely understand that. Guys, I have to massage my meat. So this is my seasoned meat. I put curry in here, but I'm also gonna put it in when I put it in the pan. So we're about to mix this up. I don't want it on my nails, so I am using gloves. Judge me if you want to, but I can't. And the red gets dyed on my manicure. My mother would cringe. She hates when I would use gloves. Oh. So I definitely commend anybody who's made a change, but I'm just saying have a plan. Like, what's your long-term goals, So when I say out with the old and with the new, of course I mean clothes and things that don't fit. You know how it is. I'm gonna fit into it next week. I'm gonna lose this 20 pounds and da-da-da-da-da, so I can fit into this. Girl, let it go. If by the time we lose the weight, because I have plenty of jeans that I used to fit in, but I don't put those on anymore because they don't fit. But by the time, you lose the weight or whatever you need to do to make you happy, there's going to be a new style out. So just get rid of it, get out with the old, in with the new. Just got to have that mentality, especially when you're reinventing yourself, because you can't hold on to that dead weight. You can't hold on to those dead friendships. You can't hold on to that deadbeat guy you've been dating. You can't hold on to that, dead job with a dead end. Let it go. Okay, let it go. Let go of old things that do not serve you anymore. Okay. Okay, now so I'm adding fresh thyme. I think fresh thyme makes everything taste better. I don't know, it just reminds me of back home. Let me just show you guys what it's looking like. Okay, so this is it. I have the heat on high just to like cook off some of that fat and the gaminess from the lamb, and then I'm gonna add water to it. Okay guys, so now where were we? This is so hot, so I have to grab. So we talked about getting rid of everything old, in with the new people who feed our souls, you know, the new relationships. Actually sometimes it's better to even stay single for a little bit to, you know, get to know what you like, what you know, deserve, know who you are inside. But, you know, to each his own. Get rid of those old friends, maybe, you know, take some time for yourself. I don't even really suggest making new friends, honestly, because you gotta work on you. You gotta work on, you know, your business. You have too much stuff to do to be dealing with like too much friends. You know, you have your ride or dies, and then you have everybody else. So don't even stress it, okay? The next thing I would definitely say is to change your mentality. Okay, so walk with me with this one, guys. When I started changing my mentality, and I was always the kind of person that was like, you know, I hate that I have to go to work. I have to, you know, go to the store to get some food. I have to, you know, go to work tomorrow. I have to go to class. I have to get better at this. I feel like when you change your mentality out of that I have to and change it to I get to, you know, it makes such a world of difference in how you go through your life. And I've been there. I've been the kind of person that's like, you know, I have to do this, I have to do that. And it just made me feel like I wasn't in control. It made me feel like I didn't have control of what I did and how I did it, and, you know, when I got to do it. And it really, you know, drained on me, because I felt like, you know, I was just dragging through, and I have to. Why not change your mentality into I get to? I get to, you know, drive to the city to do what I need to do. I get to work on my business. I get to, you know, take this class so that I'm better at marketing. I get to, okay? Because there's a lot of people out there that do not have the opportunities that you have. They do not have the luxuries that you have. And you don't realize it until you meet those people. And guys, I've been there. I've like, you know, I couldn't imagine, I couldn't believe that people were out there who were, you know, didn't have what I thought that I, you know, I was just allowed to. I have to go to work. I have to do this. Until you meet somebody who, you know, damn, I wish I had a job. Damn, I wish I had, you know, I wish I had that opportunity you have. I wish I had a car to even go to where you need to go. And it made me realize that my mindset was all jacked up. Okay, and you cannot grow or reinvent yourself until you change your mindset. So instead of saying all the things that you have to do, I have to get better with this, I have to, you know, work on this, I have to work out, I get to, okay, I get to, because I get to, it's a privilege, you know, I have this air in my lungs, I get to work out, you know, I get to go to the store whenever I want to. There's people out there who don't have that luxury. And once you change that mindset, you're gonna realize that a lot of things start coming for you. It comes to you easily, you know, you're more grateful about the things that you have. And I think that's a big key when reinventing yourself. Okay guys, so this is what my meat is looking like. Right now, I am going to add water to it because I want my meat covered. I want it to boil down, I want it to get nice and soft, so I'm gonna add water, and then I'm gonna start cutting up potatoes, and we're gonna chat and keep drinking and finishing our girl talk. I like to chat while I cut up these potatoes. Okay, so the next thing with reinventing yourself, I would definitely say is to organize. And I know when people say organize, they usually mean like your closet, or, you know, organize your underwear drawer, or, you know, put everything in, you know, order in your makeup room. I definitely agree with that, because I feel like you cannot go into your next phase. You cannot go into the next phase of your life until, you know, you have your life kind of decluttered, you know, get everything out that's not good, you know, organize everything. But when I say organize, I also mean your game plan. Like, you want to have this business, you want to buy that house, you want to buy that car or go on those vacations. What's your game plan? How are you gonna get it? That's what you need to organize. Organize your game plan, organize your mode of attack, okay? How are you going about getting it? We know what you want. You want the vacations, you want the trips, you want, you know, that lifestyle, but how are you gonna get it? I think that's a big thing with reinventing yourself. Put everything out there, write it down. What do you want and how do you plan on getting there? And in what time frame do you want it? Do you want it, you know, in a year? Do you want it in 2 years? Do Do you want it, you know, next month, next week? Make it make sense, but start working towards organizing your game plan. How are you gonna do it? If you're gonna quit your job in 6 months, how are you gonna do that? You know, how much do you have to bring in order to quit your job? How much are your bills? You know, how much is your car note? Get all that stuff organized. Write it down. How much do you need to survive? And then work towards that. So I would definitely say to organize. I know when I quit my job and I started my businesses, I didn't organize. And this was years ago, guys. Learn from me. I did not have a game plan. I just knew I wasn't working anymore and I wanted my own, but I didn't have it figured out. And if I had to do it over again, I think that's a big thing that I would definitely do. So as we're reinventing ourselves for 2022, because it's not too late, think about it. You know, think about everything you need to organize. Get your ducks in a row so that when you tell them, you know, you're moving out, or you tell, you know, your boss that you're done, you quit, you have everything set up. You have your, you know, savings plan set up. You know how much you need, how much to survive on, and go from there. So definitely organize. Okay guys, so I put my potatoes in. Let me show you guys how it's looking. Okay, so this I have on high. I think my meat is done. It's just, ooh, look at all that. So I put more thyme in it. It's up really high, guys, because I want this potato to cook and my meat to finish cooking. So I have everything in and it's doing what it does. Okay guys, so the next step for reinventing yourself, I would definitely say, is to visualize. And when I say visualize, I mean visualize like the woman you want to be. Visualize, you know, what does she look like? You know, how is her hair? Where does she shop? Okay, what does she have? You know, is she the kind of girl who stays at home and works for herself? Is she the kind of girl who takes the train, is always in the city? Like, visualize this person that you're reinventing yourself to be. I know for me, I like to make like vision boards a lot on the on Pinterest. I love Pinterest for that. Outfits I want to buy, inspirations for, you know, clothes I want to get, shoes, bags, whatever it may be. Visualize the person you want to be and show up as her. You know, if she wakes up earlier and, you know, does a little cardio, you know, does some working out in the morning, yoga, whatever it is, meditates. Start implementing it into your, you know, your morning routine. Start showing up as that woman that you want to be, okay? Start being the person that you want to be. And it all starts with visualizing, you know, who you are, what you want, and how to get it. So I would definitely say to visualize, and I do that often. There's a lot of times where, you know, if something is bothering me or I want to change something about myself, I'll just visualize what I want to do. Like, what is it that's making me unhappy? What is it that I want to change? And I start, you know, researching, going on, you know, Pinterest, seeing, you know, maybe some hobbies I want to start. Go on YouTube. YouTube is great for inspiration, starting new meals, trying new foods, trying new restaurants. I love that. I mean, for last summer, me and my girlfriends, we went to several different restaurants, tried them all throughout the city because we wanted to, because I saw myself, visualize myself buying these nice clothes and I needed somewhere to wear them, right? Can't wear them in the house. You have to go out. You have to go out and see the world, do things, you know, stay busy. So I would definitely say to visualize. Start writing down, you know, what you want, what she wears, where she goes, where she hangs out with, and start showing up as her. Okay guys, to finish off my cucumber, I usually just put one of these Goya seasoning packets. I love these things. It goes in everything, all my vegetables. So sprinkle that on there. And then I put on a little bit of Italian dressing on it and just put it to the side. I love it. Kind of marinates and it tastes so good and twangy with my curry. Okay guys, so I think the final step to reinventing yourself for 2022, and this includes me as well, I would definitely say to create a routine. Something that you can stick to, something that you can, you know, implement daily. For myself, definitely skincare is a big routine that I've definitely implemented. I definitely believe in aging gracefully, so moisturizing more, taking better care of myself, taking my vitamins. These are definitely things that keep me on track and keep me grounded and motivated throughout the day. Adding something as easy as going for a walk or maybe doing a little yoga in the morning. I'm telling you guys, it really clears your mind and gets you ready and prepared for the day, especially working from home. I mean, our goal definitely is to not work so much, or if you are working, having something to look forward to once you come home. So I think adding a routine is an excellent way to reinvent reinvent ourselves. Think of something that makes you happy. Think of something that will make you feel good about yourself. Going for a walk, walking the dogs, you know, having girls' night maybe once a month. Things that you look forward to and things that you can appreciate. Since adding a routine, I feel more focused throughout my day. I know exactly, you know, from this time to this time, I'm gonna do my skincare, or, you know, I missed my vitamins today. Let me go get my vitamins. Just something that keeps me grounded and in a great state of mind. So that wraps up our reinventing ourselves. I hope you take this into consideration. Now let's see what dinner's looking like, because your girl is hungry. Okay guys, that about wraps us up for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you enjoy your meal and your wine. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe at the bottom. Let me know, how are you guys reinventing yourself for 2022? It's not too late, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.